has one. They have their own version of what that amount is. Now, how I found this out was, dude, when I got my first car, it was a used Nissan Altima, 2007, 75,000 miles. I was paying 18.90% interest rate on it. I couldn't even get approved. I had to get a co-signer. Damn. The payment was $550. I was a new driver. New insurance, that means I'm paying $400. I lived in New York, Bronx, New York. That insurance is hella high. So for $950, I was paying for a used Nissan Altima with 75,000 miles on it. Damn. Bad credit is the most expensive thing. It's the most expensive life you will ever live.
So you can't, but y'all do know that with bad credit, you can't get anything. You can't get a credit card. You barely can get a banking account.
But think about it too. If you even get it, subprime lenders. So now, remember, when I had bad credit, like I told you with the car, I was paying 18%.
Yeah.
You with perfect credit or good credit, you're paying 2 or 3%. That's not a lot that you're making money off of.
Right.
You're making money off of me with the bad credit, 18%, 35%, 25%. Not to mention now, truth in lending, 15 USC 1605, the finance charge. See, what a lot of people don't know is that the finance charge has an insurance built into it. The insurance protects the creditor in case I default. So if I default on my loan or whatever I finance, an insurance policy is built into it that compensates the lender. So they just got full payment. But what else happens? You get charged a late fee because you're late, right? Then, after you got charged a late fee, they did a charge off, right? They got a tax break on it. Then, they sold it to collections. You see how many times they sold this account? They got paid off the insurance. The insurance was built in. So if I defaulted, that insurance paid them. They charge it off now. Then they sold it to collections.
Money getting made all the way around.
Bad credit is one of the biggest businesses in America.
And so this is another thing I want to talk about too. So I run into a lot of people who have so-called good credit scores, right? They young. They like, my credit score is 750, it's 800, but with no credit history. Can you tell them a little bit about the credit history game?
All right. I'm glad you brought it up. The credit score means nothing. The profile is everything.
Yep.
Because now when we talk about a good mix, we're talking about the type of accounts, student loans, auto loans, personal loans. We're talking about mortgages. We're talking about the age. Is it 3+ years? We're talking about utilization. Is it below 10%? Is it below 5%? Now we're talking about your ability to pay back. Is your payment history stellar? When we really dive into credit, the profile is more important than anything else, because a kid coming out of college that is an authorized user on their mom or uncle or some relative credit card, then we have a 750 with a thin profile.
Yeah.
I've seen people get denied with an 800 credit score.
Yeah, me too.
It's a thin profile.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
And they're arguing with them, like, wondering, like, why am I getting denied? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And I'm telling them, like, bro, it's because you don't have no history.
You have nothing.
They gotta understand, you have to separate yourself. You have a car credit history. You have credit card history. You have loan history. You, like, even with a mortgage, like, you never had a mortgage before? That's what they're gonna ask you. So they want to see, like, oh, should we test them? Should we try them out? That's a part of credit. You know what I mean? So it's just good to know, like, for people that is watching, that you have to have history. That's why it's always good to start early, not procrastinating. Or the best thing you can do is learn from people. And you hear how he give it his game. You definitely want to sign up for his mentorships, his classes. Go look at his YouTube channel, because I'm shocked. He's telling me stuff I didn't even know. You know what I mean?